Hi guys, my name's Kevin. This is my beautiful boy Nugget. Welcome to our Clear Adventure channel. Well guys, it's a little bit too windy up here, so we're going to head back to the house and tell you about the exciting news we've got coming up. Alright, well as many of you probably already know, Mike from Living Free and myself, Kevin, from Clear Adventure, well, we're going to be co-hosting a huge event in the middle of this winter on Padre Island, Texas. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about that right now. Alright, well first off, it's great to be working with Mike. He's a country guy, he's an honest friend, he's an artist, and you should subscribe to his YouTube channel, Living Free. And the day that we finally got all of this together, it was an awesome day.
Beautiful day. Oh!
A little bit about me. I've got other channels on YouTube, like Unclear List, and I'm not trying to brag, but I've been with YouTube for about 8 years, and I've been a paid partner for 7 of those years. So I may be new to you, but I'm not new to YouTube or the people that I'm going to be talking about in this video. All right, so this is how it came to be. I was talking to Chris Travels about a website idea I had a long time ago. And it's about bringing people together in a big way. And then I saw Mike from Living Free, and he announced that he was going to have van stock, and he wanted to bring people together. At that moment, I realized it's the same thing that I was telling Chris, so I just knew that we had to work together. So I got a hold of Mike, and I started doing a lot of background work because I used to live in Arizona, right near Quartzsite. And we ran into a whole bunch of red tape. Maps. You can't just get these at Circle K or something. You got to buy these from the BLM. You got to get maps, the La Posa Access Guide. You got to get all sorts of different maps because you never know if your application is going to go through or not when you talk to the BLM. There's a reason for this. A lot of people on YouTube think that they know all about the way it works with the BLM, and they think that it's really easy to do something in Quartzsite. And in Quartzsite, it is easy to do, but unfortunately, you're trapped like sardines in this little place with 500,000 other people. And we wanted something out in the desert so we could be ourselves. You know, if we want to play guitar around a fire at 3 o'clock in the morning, we don't want people calling the cops on us. That was our whole idea and why we couldn't have it right in Quartzsite. It had to be a 25-mile perimeter on the outside of that 25-mile perimeter for us to be able to have what we wanted to do. So, the dreaded application, bam. I'll try and get a close-up of that for you. First thing, right on the first page, $106 to even put this application in. And that doesn't mean you're going to get it. And it takes 6 months for them to review it. It goes on and on, telling just page after page after page, just telling how you need millions of dollars in insurance. And, you know, it just became ridiculous for us. So we got rid of that idea. Well, Mike decided he was going to go ahead and try and have van stock down in Florida. Because James was there, and that's a good idea, because I don't live in Arizona, I live in New Mexico. But unfortunately, I couldn't make it there. It's just a little too far for me. And I think it's a little too far for a lot of people. So I decided to get my own little thing going in a central location, so just for friends and family on Padre Island, Texas, where I used to live. I lived there for about 7 months. Well, I started needing Mike's help. And so I gave him a call, and I said, Mike, you know, I can't do this all alone. Would you please give me a hand? He's like, sure, what do you got going on? And I told him about what I had happening. Then I asked Mike, what do you have going on with your van stock? He said the same thing we were running into in Arizona, Kevin. You know, too much red tape. But we can get it done. It'll just take forever and a lot of money. Well, we were all talking about this going back and forth, and we got James on the phone. And James said, you know what? I've got a lot on my plate right now. I've got my job, working on a new vehicle. And he's got his lovely girl with him as well. He said, why don't I step back the way Kevin did in the Quartzsite thing, and you guys just go ahead and co-host this. So we decided, hey, that sounds like a great idea. So we came together, finally have one solidified place where this is going to take place. It's not going to change again, and it wasn't about going back and forth in the first place. It's about finding the right place and doing it so we could do it year after year after year. Now came the name. We didn't want to have van stock anymore because van stock just seems a little bit centralized around vans. And we also didn't know if it might be copyrighted or not. So Mike and I thought, well, what is it about? Well, we want to be traveling. You know, it's for travelers. We're going to be camping. And it's going to be festive, not a festival. That could run into legalities, but it's going to be festive, fun. So we decided on Travelers CampFest, and it encompasses everybody. We don't want people just in vans to come. We want people cars, tents, vans, fifth wheelers, RVs, trailers, whatever you've got happening. We want you to be able to show up, and we want everybody to feel completely invited. You know, not like you're going to be looked down upon. We won't allow that. We want everybody to have a blast and everybody to have fun. So Mike and I are really against being in a place to where we have too many laws. You know, I was watching Just Incredible, his videos up there in Canada, and if you look at this right here, look at this.
And there you go. Vancouver beach bylaws. This sign just went up yesterday. No smoking, no fires, no dogs, no booze, no inflatable life rafts, no beach balls. Like basically anything you want to do at the beach is illegal.
There's just law after law after law. As beautiful as their beaches are, you can't do anything. Well, it's the same thing here in America. You try doing anything on the beaches, you know, that seems like fun, well, you're going to be shut down. There's only a couple of beaches in America that you can even drive a vehicle on. There's like 2, maybe 3, actually. Well, in Padre Island, Texas, you can drive your vehicle right on the beach. We can have campfires right on the beach.
Here's your shout out. Peace, man. From Texas. Beautiful day. Beautiful, beautiful day here on the beach. Fish for dinner. 2 nights in a row. Check this out. Right over the top of us. Just one huge long line. Found some coconuts too. Throw those bad boys on there. I bet these burn good. Yeah, so coconuts explode. I thought they were all empty.
And we're going to be literally about 20 feet away from the water, maybe 30 feet away from the water at any given time. It's a beautiful thing. All right, well, I'm going to show you where we're going to be. We're going to be right here on Padre Island National Seashore. And if you notice, San Diego's way up here. So we're hundreds of miles south of San Diego. We're even south latitudinally on the latitudinal lines of Tampa, Florida. So that's how we can be so far south. But look how even it is right down the middle. All right, let me try and zoom in here. Okay, this is obviously still the state line of Texas. So we're going to be right at the bottom of Texas here. And for those who want to know, this is an HP Envy 17.3-inch touchscreen. All right, so what we're going to do is head right down to Corpus Christi here. And you're just going to follow the highways from whichever direction you come in from, obviously. And then you're going to cruise down here. It's actually the JFK Parkway. And you're going to keep going down over a few bridges, take a right onto Padre Island. Now, once you take that right onto Padre Island up here, you're just going to follow this road down. You can see that light white little road is called Park Road 22. You're just going to keep following it around all the way till that road ends. And the road actually ends right on the beach itself. And here's the ranger station where we're going to be getting our free showers. We're going to be getting free water. They also have a little convenience store there. It's open 9 to 4 in the winter. And it's got chips and ice and stuff like that you can pick up there. Free restrooms. And let me go ahead and go on to satellite here. Okay. So, for those of you who don't want to park on the beach and you'd rather be in a parking lot, well, here's the parking lot. There's 48 spaces right here. Then $8 a night to dry dock here on the campground. And if you notice here, it's got showers here as well. You've got little places you can walk out onto little piers and look at the ocean, and little convenient trails all the way through going down. All right, so again, the ranger station, and we're going to be right here. You're going to keep coming down highway or road, Park Road 22. When you get right here, you're going to take a right. If you notice, there's all these little, if the computer will catch up, there's all these little wooden pylons here. And so you can't take a left. You have to take a right. You can walk past that. And there's a little vehicle right there. Somebody jamming. All right. So we're going to take a right, cruise down this beach about a mile down. And that's where we're going to be parked at. That's where Travelers CampFest is. So it's not too far away at all from the ranger station or our friends that are going to be in the RV park itself. All right, so, and if you want to see actual directions or have a map to it yourself, go to our Facebook at Travelers CampFest 2016. And look, make sure if you're going to attend to hit attend there, or if you're going to maybe attend, hit the maybe there. Really appreciate it. So that's where we're going to be. And, oh, I guess I'd show you down the beach a little ways, all the way into Mexico. However, right here is the 63 mile mark. And so right here is where there's guards and everybody, so you can't go into Mexico and you can't go any further. That's what makes this beach so safe. Right here, lined up with all sorts of security, all sorts of guards. Again, right here, we're going to have all sorts of guards and security right here. The police are there all the time, parked right there with the rangers. And the Coast Guard's right around here as well. They fly in. It only takes them a couple seconds to fly in. And, oh, one last thing I want you to notice. The reason why nobody can get off this island if they had any ill will, there's no way to get off of here. You can't cut across here. This is all taken. We're left alone on the beach. They're just watching whoever's coming on here. And of course, you can't go down past that man-made trough there either. So all of this white sand beach is all us. We're going to be parked again right down here about a mile. And you just keep traveling, look at a mile on your odometer from when you pull onto the beach. And at the mile marker, you're going to see us starting to line up. There's another vehicle right there, little white truck. So you can drive on that beach. Don't go further than 5 miles down, because if you do, which would be right past this mark, if you go further than 5 miles down, you probably need a 4-wheel drive. And though we're going to ask you to bring tow ropes and stuff, I'll show you a video now of the back of my truck. That's what I'm going to sleep in, the back of my GMC Jimmy. We don't care. You just bring whatever you can, camp however you want to camp, and just enjoy yourselves. That's what the whole thing's about to us. Okay, guys, here's Nugget in the back, and here's what I'm going to be camping with. We don't need a lot of room. It's like a wide couch in there. And I've got the 7-gallon water jug. I've got the Rubbermaid ice cooler in there, which you see is very thin. I lucked out and found one like that. Of course, we'd like you guys to bring extra jumper cables if you have them, and definitely some nice tow rope, especially stretchy tow rope like that. No chains, guys. We don't want them breaking, hurting people, and destroying cars. So this is where we're going to be sleeping on Padre, and I'm just going to put a mattress underneath there and a pillow. All right, well, this is Nugget and I, and where we're going to be sleeping and camping, loving every second of it. Okay, now Mike and I would like to invite all of you good people to come and join us on Padre Island, Texas for Kevin and Mike's first annual Travelers CampFest. Okay, now I've got a couple shout outs I'm going to give to some people that I think are deserving of it. First of all, a big shout out to Ramblin' Camper Van. Also, I'd like to give a big shout out to Just Incredible. Thank you very much for giving me permission to use that footage. Shout out to Pippi Peterson, Mark from Happily Houseless. He's got a great channel going, and I love his idea of less stuff, more freedom. Couldn't agree more. I also got to give a big shout out to Caleb S. He had a great channel going on. He sold his van, and the awesome Wonderless Estate, James, gifted him his van. And so Caleb's making videos again. You guys really need to check him out. Another person you need to check out, and I need to thank, is Mike from One Man Wandering. He's got a great channel on here, and he helped provide some of the footage, a lot of the footage that you saw here that I showed you a little earlier. And last but not least, you need to check out Chris Travels. Chances are you already know who he is. Well, he's known about this for a long time, and he's had nothing but positive things to say about it. And I really appreciate you, Chris. Thank you so much. All right, well, that's about it. Mike and I can't wait to see all of you great people at our first annual Travelers CampFest. And remember, this is a done deal. Mike's van tires and my truck tires are going to be hitting Malachite Beach at Padre Island National Seashore January 5th, 2016. Can't wait to see you there. God bless each and every one of you in the meantime. Peace.
This is really hard. It's tough, you know, really tough out here.